Welcome back. First, we look at the shooting incident that happened near the Dr. John Garang Mausoleum in Juba and the clarification given by civil society leader in Munya County. Second, we will discuss the response from the South Sudan People Defense Forces, also known as SSPDF, as investigations continue into the gunfire report at the custom roundabout. And finally, we turn to a tragic story from Warab State, where a fuel tanker explosion has killed one person and left 5 others injured. Stay with us as we break down these stories. Before we proceed, please help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so that when we upload a new video, you can be notified. Our first report is Edmund Yakane speak on Mausoleum shooting. A civil society leader in South Sudan, Edmund Yakane, has spoken out to clarify a report about shooting incident that took place near the Dr. John Garang Mausoleum on Friday morning. Many people on social media quickly began sharing messages claiming that the shooting was an attempt or an attack aimed at first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar and some members of his political party. However, Yakani has strongly denied this report. According to him, the shooting had nothing to do with Dr. Riek Machar, the court session, or any political issue taking place at Freedom Hall. Yakani explained that the incident was simply a disagreement between 2 soldiers. Yakane explained that the incident was simply a disagreement between 2 soldiers. He said the 2 soldiers exchanged gunfire for a short period after an argument. According to Yakane, this was an isolated security incident and should not be linked to the legal proceeding involving Dr. Riek Machar. He made it clear that the gunfire happened after the court session had already ended. This means the court hearing was already over when the incident happened. Yakan also added that the accused individual had not yet left Freedom Hall at that moment. He gave another important clarification about the location of the shooting. According to him, the gunfire happened at the entrance of the Dr. John Garang Mausoleum near the custom roundabout. He said this location is around 400 meters away from Freedom Hall. In his word, this is a big distance. He stressed that the information claiming the shooting happened directly at the gate of Freedom Hall is false. This clarification came after panic spread online, with many people fearing that there had been an assassination attempt. Yakani urged the public to remain calm. He asked people not to spread false and unverified information on social media. He said misleading information can create fear and confusion among citizens. Yakani also reminded the public that the judiciary is handling the legal case, and this shooting incident should not be mixed with the court process. According to him, security incident must be reported carefully and truthfully. He warned against using such incident to spread political tension. This statement is important because it helps reduce public fear and correct false information that was spreading quickly online. For many citizens, social media report can sometimes create panic before facts are confirmed. That is why Yakani clarification is seen as very important. This incident shows how quickly misinformation can spread. Within minutes of the shooting, some people online began claiming it was a planned attack. Of course, people panic. And because the gunfight happened near the Freedom Mall, people thought that indeed the attack happened. Others suggested it was connected to political tension, but according to eyewitness from Yakani, this was not the case. This reminds us of the need to verify fact before sharing information. In time of political tension, even a small incident can easily be misunderstood. This can increase fear among the public. That is why official statement and eyewitnesses report are very important. And now moving on, SSPDF response investigation underway. The South Sudan People Defense Force (SSPDF) has also responded to the shooting incident that took place near the custom runabout. The spokesperson of the National Army, Major General Lure Kong, released an official statement. In his statement, he asked the public to remain calm. He said authorities are currently investigating what caused the gunfire. According to SSPDF, officials are working to understand exactly what happened. The army say the public should remain patient while investigation continue. Major General Lure Kong also issued a warning to civil society group. He says some individuals should stop speaking on behalf of the National Army. This part of the statement appear to be directed at organization or people making public comment before the army complete its investigation. He emphasized that only official military authorities should provide a statement on army matters. This response came after many social media users claimed that the shooting was an attempted assassination against first by President Dr. Riek Machar. But as we mentioned earlier, Edmund Yakani dismissed this claim. He repeated that the shooting was a dispute between two soldiers. He also repeated that it happened after the court session. Again, he stressed that it was far from freedom all. This means the SSPDF investigation is luckily focused on understanding why the two soldiers exchanged fire. A possible question investigator may ask include what caused the disagreement, were the soldier on duty, what was it accident or intentional, and were any security procedure violated. The public is now waiting for the official finding. This story remains developing. As more information become available, it may help clear remaining questions. Incidents like this are very sensitive in South Sudan because political tension is already high. When gunshots are hit near important government or political location, people naturally become worried. That is why clear communication from officials is important. The SSPDF call for calm is meant to prevent panic. It's also important for people to avoid assumption. Sometimes early reports are not accurate. Waiting for investigation help protect the truth. Now let us move to our third and very tragic story. According to this report, a fuel tanker explosion in Gogrial West County has killed one person and injured 5 others. This heartbreaking incident happened in Awan Rio Payam, Pandiet town in Warab State. According to local authorities, the incident happened very early in the morning at around 4 a.m. on Thursday. The fuel tanker was distributing fuel in the area when it lost control. Officials say the vehicle veered off the road and overturned. After the tank overturned, the driver and others tried to recover the fuel. This is where the situation turned deadly. Police Inspector Ajalbul explained what happened. He said driver and his team called for another tanker to help transfer the fuel. They then used a generator during the fuel transfer process. Sadly, this appeared to have caused a spark. That spark started a fire. Within a moment, the fire became a powerful explosion. The driver, identified as Ali Musa, died immediately at the scene. 5 others were injured. Among them are 3 Somali nationals and 2 South Sudanese citizens. Some of the victims suffered critical injuries. Inspector Ball said the flame and smoke rose high into the sky. The explosion was so strong that many nearby residents rushed to the scene. Police and security officers are to move people away quickly. This was done to prevent more injuries. Fuel explosions are extremely dangerous. When fuel is spilled and come into contact with electrical equipment, even a small spark can cause a deadly fire. Authorities believe poor road conditions may have caused the tanker to overturn. This highlights the ongoing infrastructure challenge in many parts of the country. Bad roads continue to create risk for transport vehicles. This is especially dangerous for fuel tankers. The injured victims were taken to hospital. 2 with minor injuries were sent to Mother Teresa Hospital in Turale. 3 critically injured victims were transferred to WOW for specialized treatment. Officials are now warning the public to stay away from fuel accident scenes. Many people often ride to such places out of curiosity, but this can be very dangerous. Authorities say explosion can happen suddenly. This tragic incident also reminds many people of previous fuel-related fire in South Sudan. Past accidents have also caused heavy loss of life. Before we move on, please, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. These are the latest major updates from South Sudan. We cover the shooting near the Garang Mausoleum, the SSPDF response and ongoing investigation, and the tragic fuel tanker explosion in Gogrel West. Our thoughts are with the families of those affected. Please remember to verify the information before sharing it online. Stay safe and stay informed. If you found this report helpful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel for more breaking news updates from South Sudan. Then meet on the next report. Thank you. Bye-bye.